All right, welcome back to another Concord Rangers Football Manager episode, episode 1427. It is an important episode. We're going to have three matches, two league matches and an obviously FA Cup match. The two league matches are both away, and they are away to Southampton and Leeds. Now, Southampton are obviously bottom of the league. They've not won a game this season. They did just draw with Man United, so that's going to be that is something for them. But I'm still expecting to win. And then we've got Leeds, and Leeds' form recently has been really, really poor. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. We're just going to go straight into the Southampton game and try and get these games quickly sorted. Hey! We're in our blue kit for the first time. For the first time, we're in our blue kit. These are obviously designed based on the actual kits that Concord are going to be wearing this season. As you can see, Southampton's form has been woeful, but a couple of draws in there. Our form has been inconsistent, but we're 5-2 on to win. Our record against Southampton isn't brilliant. Look at that. 16 times played them, won 8, drawn 3, lost 5. I think we lost them last year. Or was it the season before? Can't remember. Let's have a look. Not last year, but the season before. Season before they did the double over us. But last year we beat them home and away. We did double over them. But look, pretty inconsistent. A few draws in there, a couple of losses. Not brilliant. Obviously, our record was very good against them, but in the last couple of years, it's been a bit inconsistent. So, can't take it. Southampton were a very, very good team. Sort of one of them teams that operated just outside the European places. Always a tricky place to go to. But they're bottom of the league, and we should be winning today. So, going to play pretty much full strength today. Not taking any chances. Got to make sure that we come away with the win. He's suggesting Hughes instead of Fatai. Is that because Fatai? No, Fatai's there. He's beginning to learn, bless him. I'm actually going to put Prosperi on the bench instead of Fatai today. Fatai is very good, obviously. He's a great player to have in there. I just want Prosperi to be involved a little bit more. Going to put Zamfirov in there as well instead of Cuevas. Yeah, there we go. Perez and Hackett. Yeah, lovely stuff. That's the team. Hopefully we don't have problems with this game and ease through it quite comfortably. Most games in recent times, even games that we've won comfortably, we just seem to have that hairy little first half or something where it looks a bit dodgy. Or even the Spurs game, you could say that was more comfortable than some of the games we've played, like where we've been 0-0 at half time and ended up winning in the second half. But here we go. There's a big gap in the middle there of that Southampton formation, isn't there? Got to learn to exploit that. They've got Bruninho as well. So there's two Bruninhos playing. I think that's the guy who used to play for PSG. I thought he was more a central midfielder, weirdly enough. He's playing right wing. He's not played him much this season. Any ex-Concord players in there? That guy rings a bell. Eddie Dickey. Why does he ring a bell? He's not S, is it? No, he's always been Southampton. I think I just looked at him at one point. El Idrissi, he's old, but he's ex-Man United. 37. He's been around, he spent ages at Man United, as you can see. Long time at Man United. About 12, 13 years. Okay. This is it. This is what we got to go for, lads. It seems to see much better performances today. That's obviously following on from the disappointing game. There you go, all in blue. The first time that's happened this season. Let's go. Let's go. What am I expecting from today? A win. This is a win. This has to be a win. I want to win. Obviously, we drew disappointing with Fulham recently. Here's Ben Raba. Drop that across. Bruninho's there. Oh, it's just the goal that Bruninho scores, isn't it? Crossing in and getting in the near post. That's classic Bruninho this season, but was blocked that time. Not to worry. Plenty of time left. I think we're the early kickoff by the looks of it. We are. So, chance to put a bit of daylight in between us and Man City. A win would put us 7 points clear. But obviously Man City and Man United both playing later. Come on, look at this stuff. Possession, 71%, 6 shots on target, dominating the game, but unable to get that goal just yet. Benrahma seems to be playing quite well, causing a lot of problems by the sounds of it. But still 0-0, 20 minutes gone. Try and urge them to get creative. I'm not going to go into attacking just yet. I'm just a bit worried we might leave ourselves exposed, as we have done a couple of times. But here's a free kick for Benrahma. Put into the area, headed into the net by Ian Davis. First goal of the season for him. Lovely ball, lovely header. 1-0. 1-0. We take the lead. As I said, a win puts us 7 points clear, only temporarily. Only potentially temporarily. We could obviously stay 7 points clear depending on the results, but at the moment it's completely in our control. Southampton haven't had a shot yet. We're looking good. Benrahma with another assist. Benrahma's been absolutely brilliant this season, where Polak has kind of dripped. Polak's been very good. Don't get me wrong, he's been very good. I think he's actually our top scorer, Polak. But Benrahma's been so consistent this season. It's one of them two, isn't it? It's Benrahma or Polak. Okay, 1-0. I think we just need to keep going. Keep going, prove a point. Win this 3-4-0. Just go, here we go, we're at the top of the league. Catch up with us. Obviously, United's draw against Southampton, the team that we're playing today, has put us in a position where we're actually 4 points clear. Even if we lose today, we'll still be 4 points clear, dependent obviously on the Man City Man United result. So we will. Oh, okay. I've just seen Benrahma has just taken a little bit of a knock. I'm gonna take him off. I know it's not actually an injury, but I'm gonna take him off. Bring on Hackett. Can't afford to lose Benrahma with the form that he's in. And I'm going to bring on Prosperi for Hughes there. I'm really quite keen to get Prosperi involved as a sort of a full-time player. Might ingratiate him to the club a bit, into the side a bit more. Come on, boys. Hollis has picked up a foul for Southampton, an injury. There's not much happening here. Again, it's all like 16 shots, 10 on target. We're not creating chances, but Southampton aren't getting involved in this game, are they? They're not getting involved. How is that keeper 6.2 rating when he's had 10 shots at him? He's only conceded one. I mean, this is dangerous. Southampton hadn't had a shot yet, but on 70 minutes, they're about to. It's gone wide. God blimey. I might have punched the screen. If that had gone in. Right. I don't want to go attacking. I'm worried we might leave ourselves exposed, but we're just dominating the game. Or dominating play, but really have one highlight in our favour. Bruninho again, poor from him. Going to take him off and put on Roblewski. Bruninho was obviously brilliant in that Spurs game. Did exactly what I wanted to. His best performance since re-signing for us. But still a little bit inconsistent. Going to bring on Roblewski, a bit of fresh pair of legs at the top there. Hopefully he nicks a second just to make it a bit more comfortable. But this 1-0 isn't what we want. Look at that. The keeper's on a 6.1 rating. That's really harsh. He can't be that bad, can he? Well, I can't see. It's famous last words, but I can't see Southampton getting anything here. It'll be an absolute shock if they do. Here we go. We got a free kick. Second goal maybe. Headed wide by Smith. Oh gosh. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh no. It's a free kick. Oh, I thought it was going to give a penalty. Free kick in a dangerous area here though. And they haven't done much with it. It's a throw in. Oh no. Get rid, boys. Get rid. I can't believe this. Here we go. It's poor from Hackett. It's really poor from Hackett. Davis says poor. Don't concede. That's off, surely. It's a free kick. Blue whistle, ref. 5 minutes are done. Don't concede now, lads. This will be an absolute smash and grab. Head of the way. It's not far. It's cleared. Blue whistle. That'll do. Oh. Wow. We've come away with a 1-0 win. Looking at those statistics, 21 shots, 10 on target, 65% possession. Southampton had 1 off-target shot, and we were almost clinging on at the end there. Obviously, defensively, a brilliant performance. Obviously. And obviously our defender scored a goal as well. Attacking-wise, what is going on? Benrahma had a good game by the looks of it. Nobody else played well. A little bit concerning, but we've got a win. It's bottom of the league. It wasn't convincing. I'm going to say they got away with it. I'm going to say that. Because they did. A couple of guys played well. Rest of them, not great. Not great at all. But we've got a win. That puts us in a strong position. Looking at the other results, I'll praise his performance. I hope that he's not injured. He should be okay. I haven't heard anything about him being injured, so should be fine. Next, we go to Elland Road and play Leeds United, which is going to be a tricky one. It's Boxing Day. We are away at Leeds on Boxing Day. It's going to be a tricky game. Looking at the results here, just keep an eye on the 2 Manchester clubs. Man City won 6-1 at home to Watford, fair play. Man United drew 0-0 at home to Arsenal. Last weekend, Man United beat Villa 2-0, but Man City lost 1-0 to Fulham. Meaning, if we're looking at the league table, currently as it stands with a game in hand, we are top with 4 points clear. A win will put us 7 points clear at the top of the table. Between them, Man United and Man City are just dropping points here and there, and we've got to be able to capitalise. But it's a big game. Leeds won their last game, having been on a pretty poor run of form. They actually beat Liverpool in their last game. Our reckon against Leeds is pretty good. For a long time, it was very good, but in the last couple of years, under their manager is Edmund Reamer, who was my old assistant before this guy, before the current assistant, who's been there for quite a long time now. Edmund Reamer is now Leeds manager, and he's actually got the better of us quite a few times. So for a long time, as you can see here, we had a brilliant record against Leeds. But the last few years, well, look at that. 4 of the last 7 times we've played them, we've lost. We've lost the last 3 times on our visit to Elland Road without scoring. That is a 4-0 defeat last year. We beat them 5-2 at home, but we lost 4-0 away. And then lost the European Super Cup last year as well, and lost to the Premier League the year before that. Billy Bragg scoring. Did he score against us last year as well? No, he didn't. A bit different now, though. Leeds are not as good as they were there. If I load the manager, hopefully it doesn't take too long to load, because obviously the managers are our old assistant, so he's only ever managed Leeds since leaving us. So that's all we'll see. But yeah, there you go. So we got a better of him for quite a few games, and then he's just in the last couple of years, like, and the FA Cup semi-final, European Super Cup final, a couple of games at Elland Road, he's beaten us. We've got to kind of turn that around today, and I mean it. We've got to turn it around. What's his best role now then? On support. That's really weird. That doesn't happen very often. I might do that then. If his best role is support, what does it mean in terms of he'll cross less from the byline, dribble more, cross more often, run wider with the ball, stay wider. He won't get further forward, but okay, we'll try it. If that's weird. He's always been a best winger on attack, but if you'd rather do that, absolutely fine with me. Absolutely fine. It means that we'll have a bit of cover, in fact. Won't get caught that much often. Might be a little bit less attacking. Maybe I can focus play down the left, or focus play down the right to enforce that he gets the ball and puts the crosses in for Polyak. But yeah, that's the team I'm going to go for. Full strength yet again. I want to keep it going, keep the rotation going. Hughes was injured for a couple of days, but he's come back. I will play him. Going to put Harewood on the bench as a fifth. Yeah, we'll go with that. Right. Okay, that's the plan. That's the team. Oh, God, I hope it works. I really need to win. I just want to keep the run going. Just build that bigger gap, because, as I said, at the beginning of this run, I thought we were going to have a really tricky run of games, tricky run of away games. But if we can come away winning all of them, and then actually increasing our margin. It's absolutely brilliant. There's a couple of ex-Concord players in there. All right. We should be winning this match without any problem. Hopefully that gives them a bit of confidence. It seems to have motivated them, so there's that. I thought we'd been playing in blue today, to be fair, but we're not. And yes, ex-Concord. Joe Long, ex-Concord, he wasn't very good for us. And their keeper, Stavros Kostofi, he's youth. They've got Billy Bragg on the bench as well. Here we go. Free kick in dangerous position. Headed over. That should have been a goal. Come on. Got to take chances, boys. Got to take chances. Benrahma again causing problems on that right-hand side. What do I do if things change? We'll cross that bridge, but I'm hoping... Obviously, a draw puts us 5 points clear, which is still pretty good. It means that we're the same amount we were at the beginning of the day. But I want to win it. Try and move away from that pack. I just worry about those two sides. And West Ham, to be fair, West Ham have recovered. West Ham have recovered a little bit. They were falling away, but they've recovered quite well. All right, free kick to Leeds. They've not had a shot yet. Joe Long to take it, plays it short. Oh, they're going short and we're just pushing them away. They've gone long there though. It's Perez. Caught by Robinson. And time to get creative here. I knew it was going to be a tricky game. But their form's not been great and ours has been better in recent games. So I'm hoping that we can come away with a win. Come on. We always used to beat Leeds. We used to have an easy, great record against Leeds for a long time. It's just in the last couple of years, a little bit dodgy. Right, here we go. Polyak. Had to drop back there. Kind of lost momentum. Kept hold of the ball, but they're pressing a little bit. We've had lots of possession, though. 69% possession thus far. Give it short. That's it. Right, go wide. Go wide if you want. Okay, that's not a bad ball at all from Davis. It's Polyak. Give that to Bruninho. Bruninho's there. It's offside. That's going to be offside. Almost brilliant football there from Polyak and Bruninho, but would have been a perfect time to score just for half time as well. It says do it for the fans. Okay, we'll go with that. It doesn't seem to have any effect, but... Right. Monaghan and Polyak. Monaghan's form, he's just been sneaking under the radar. He's not really playing very well recently. And I'm thinking with the system I've got now, I reckon I can drop Bruninho as a deep line put forward and put Zamfirov as an attacking midfielder. I might do that now. I've offered him a new contract, so his form, his morale will be a bit higher. If I play him as a deep line forward on support, it means that he'll be less likely to get forward. But it does mean that Sergei Zamfirov is more likely to get forward. Play attacking. I know it's risky, but we're not much is happening at the moment. I might turn just to up the tempo just slightly. Focus play down the right because Benrahma's on good form. Right, come on. Eric Matheson's on for Warner. Warner's one of their best players, but Matheson's pretty good too. Not much happening here though, lads. Come on. Get a win for us. Come on. 65% possession, but barely any shots. Obviously had a goal disallowed. Goals are our issue, I think, at the moment. Defensively, we've got the best defence in the league, but we're not scoring as many goals as some of the bigger teams around us. Here's Benrahma. Garcia, Stocker. Don't overplay it. You've got to look for the ball when you've got it. Davis gives it to Hughes. Hughes sweeps it out lovely to Harvey. Come on. Ball inside. Zamfirov! Get in! Buzzing with that. Second goal of the season for Zamfirov. That substitution has worked perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Drop it back. Do what you were doing. Lovely stuff. Don't need to play so attacking now. We're in the lead. Brilliant. I am absolutely buzzing that substitution has worked for us. Great stuff. Lovely finish from Zamfarov. When I just telling you that Monaghan, his performances have just dropped a little bit. He's kind of cruising through games, not doing much. I bring on Zamfarov and he scores. Again, Polyak's another player that I'm slightly concerned with. I might take him off. Put on Perez and get Perez to play as an inside forward. That's what we'll do. A couple of young players up there with Perez and Zamfarov now. Stick with that. Again, Bruninho cruising through the game, not doing much, but I'll take a 1-0 win here. 1-0 win here looks a lot better than a 1-0 win away at Southampton. Come on. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Just time to concentrate, see if that... Hopefully it doesn't have any negative effect on them. Smith hasn't reacted particularly well, but we're defending well, as has been the key this year. Oh no. Late throw into Leeds. It's gone in. It's not going to count. Billy Bragg, would you believe? Billy Bragg scored an 89th minute goal there, but it's been disallowed. We hang on. We hang on. Take your time, boys. Waste a bit of it if you want. Waste a bit of time. Well, that's already it sometimes. Don't want to waste any more than that. In case you get complacent. I'm going to stick it at that. I'm not going to make any subs now. I'm going to leave it. Blow your whistle, ref. Blow your whistle. Any second now. Come on. Here we go. It's another 1-0 win. Do you know what this is reminding me of now? When we won the league. What a dull game, mind. 5 shots to us, only 2 to them. Dull. Dull as dishwater. But great goal by Zamfarov. When we won the league, we won a lot of games 1-0. We won a lot of games 1-0. That's a title win performance, I think. Not particularly brilliant performance, but a good win against a really difficult side. Defensively, we're looking sound now. After those worries that we had, we're conceding a lot of set-piece goals. That's not happening as much anymore. We're now 7 points clear at the top. Halfway through the season exactly. 19 games is halfway through. Which means we've played everyone once. 16 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Look at Southampton. God bless them. Not won a game. Half the season is gone. Southampton haven't won yet. Even Newcastle and Fulham are starting to pick up some wins now. Chelsea and Liverpool, 11th and 12th respectively. They're poor. That pushes Leeds down to 9th as well. Bournemouth having a great season. They only got promoted last year. They're challenging. 8 points off of Champions League space. West Ham have had a good season. They started well, drifted off a little bit, but they're coming back into it. It's an interesting season, but we are 7 points clear at the top. Halfway through it. Get in. That's obviously the league taken care of for this episode. We are going to feature one more game, but it's the home game against League One Blackpool on New Year's Eve. It's weird that you have the FA Cup on New Year's Eve. It's usually like first weekend in January, but there you go. The Man United game's actually been moved. I forgot to say, Man United was actually supposed to be the next game, but it's actually been moved because they got a Carabao Cup game, so that's been moved to much later in the month. Look at those 3 games there: Arsenal, Man United, Leeds, then Liverpool, PSG, Tottenham. Blimey, it really heats up. It really heats up around that time. But yeah, next game, home to Blackpool, will mix it up a little bit. Okay, FA Cup time. Nice little home tie at home to League One Blackpool. It'd be nice to go far in the Cup again. Obviously, we won it a couple of years ago, but I'd like to... let me carry on? Yeah. I'd like to carry on and win. I want it to win the title, but I will change the team around just slightly. I say slightly. I'm basically going to change the team around quite a lot. Going to play a few young lads as well. So I'm going to play as close to... Oh, the red means ineligible. So if I can... unavailable... Does that make sense? Does it? Yeah, it gets rid of everyone who can't play. Right. So how's Kennedy looking? He's on a fitness, but what does it say for him? Yeah, I'll get Kennedy to play this game. In defence, I'm going to go with young Lalinia. He can play alongside Harewood. Just changing the team around today, boys. I'm gonna put a few really young lads on the bench as well, guys that I've never played before, but who are quite highly rated. In midfield, I want Prosperi to play with Visic. There he is. There's Visic. On the right wing, I want Hackett, Zamfroff, attacking midfielder. Left wing, I want Ismaili. And up front, is he back from? He is. Oh, he's just come back from his loan in Brazil. I might play him. He's literally probably come back today, but he's been playing well. I'm going to give him a game. I'm going to start him. And Gabriel Augusto, who was for half the season was our backup striker last year, scored a couple of goals, but not many. Right, and then in terms of the rest of the team, I'm going to play some right young lads. So I know Letshirt's quite good. I'll get him on the bench. Only 19. So that's one central defender. Metin Topal, is he any good? There's a few guys I remember who are quite good. Dalgard, is he quite good? I just can't remember. He looks okay from a left back, but he's left back, so I'm not interested in him. Dahan, I think he's quite good, but I think he might be right. He's a defensive midfielder. Oh, he looks very good for 19. Yeah, I'll bring him in. I'll put him on the bench. He can be there instead of Stocker. Adeyemi. Oh, there might be a couple of in the under 23s as well, actually. Yeah, Helmut Marshall I remember being quite good. 19. Yeah, I'm gonna put him on the bench instead of Roblewski. I'm basically putting all my eggs in one basket here in terms of hoping that the first team does something, because I'm just going to put a load of youth on the bench with, well, provided I can find enough good ones. Right. McConville, how good's he? Not great. Dalgard. Meh. Pritchard. Nope. Adeyemi. Nope. Nixon. Good lord, no. Awono. Not bad. Central midfielder though. Sean Beale. Meh. Striker. Nesbitt. Left midfielder. McIlduff. Nah. Topal wasn't regular though, wasn't he? No. Okay. Right, well that'll do then in terms of the youth on the bench. We've got a few of them in Letchert, Dahan and Marshall. I'll play other fringe players on the bench, if I've got any more. Ben Raba's on the bench. I'm not really keen on having him on the bench because I've got Perez. Who else have I got on that can play left wing? So it's Polyak, isn't it? And that's it. Okay, well, I won't have him on the bench. I'll put someone else. Roblewski. No, I'll put Polyak on the bench. Polyak's form's not been fantastic recently, so I'll leave him on the bench and give him a run out if it needs to be. Keep Monaghan, Perez. There we go. Completely different team today. A lot of these guys would never play together, especially with the young boys in the team. But I'm quite hopeful of Lino. He looks very good. Support fullback, lovely stuff. Prosperi, box to box, along with Visic in defensive midfield. Attack winger there for Hackett, Samfarov. All attack really from those front men. But we should be winning the game. That's the team we're going with. Gabriel Augusto. He's a deep liar, isn't he? He is a deep liar. That's much better. That'll suit the attacking midfielders better. Two players have to have shirt numbers given to them. Make sure they're quite high in the 30s. Yeah, 36 and 37 sounds good. There we go. Exciting having some young boys on there. I might give them a game. Depends how the game's going. If we're losing, then I'll bring on the more established players. But if we're winning quite comfortably, then I'll give them a run out. But the team should be good enough to beat Blackpool. I don't know why I'm checking their teams if I'm trying to find some ex-Concord players. I don't recognise any of those players. Here we go. Nice to have Gabriel Augusto back. He was out on loan a year in Brazil. Did well. If big game will win. There you go. Take the pressure off. Let him have some fun. Here we go. I'm looking for a performance from a couple of players actually who I'm just a little bit not concerned with, but I think they should be doing well. The two wingers, Hackett and Ismaili, haven't been brilliant this year. We've got a free kick in dangerous area. Here's Hackett. And just he hits the post. Oh! Just as I say that, we're looking for a performance from Hackett. He hits the post from a beautiful free kick. Yeah, Hackett and Ismaili I'd quite like a performance from. Ismaili I'm a little bit more lenient on, but Hackett hasn't been very good at all this year after being so good last year and the year before. And there's a couple like Augusto. I'm not expecting anything from. I think he just jetted in from Brazil today, so I'm not expecting him to get to do too well. But he should be good enough to score against Blackpool if he gets the chance. We've had all of the play by the looks of it. Hair has been booked. Not much happening here though. Again, goal scoring. No matter which players I put out there, goal scoring just seems to be a little bit of an issue. Here we go, free kick for Prosperi. What's he going to do? Whips it in. Oh, I think it's a penalty. I think it's a penalty. It is a penalty. Who's on it? Hackett. Michael Hackett then. Penalty just before half time. Saved. Got to put the rebound away. He does. Gets lucky, Hackett. His fourth goal of the season. His penalty was saved. He puts away the rebound. 1-0. Unlucky for Blackpool that. You always get annoyed if that happens. It was a good save by the keeper, but there we go. Linia. He's tall, isn't he? Prosperi. Nice passes. Ismaili gets the ball across. Headed in by Hackett. Lovely cross again from Ismaili. Hackett knocks it in. 2 goals just before half time for Hackett. Good play by him. He's probably the best player on the pitch, really. If everyone plays well, he's probably the best one that we've got out there. Yeah, just don't get complacent. We'll carry on with that. 2-0 is a nice score to have at half time. I think I'm going to give some of the young lads a run out. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on this. Hopefully get a third just to make it comfortable. Here's Kennedy. Puts it in. Augusto. It's going to be another penalty. It's another penalty. This will be Hackett again then. Hackett for the hat-trick. It's saved again. My word. How would you miss 2 penalties in a game? I wanted him to take the penalty because obviously he would have scored a hat-trick, but he's missed 2 penalties. Here's Ismaili. It's kept it in, but he's been tackled. Blackpool come away with it here. Surely they're not going to score, are they? They've not had a shot on target yet. They play it back to their keeper. Gone long, but it's well played, Linia. He's a tall man. You're not going to beat him in the air. I'll say tall man. He's a tall boy. He's only about 18, 19. Here's Hackett. He wants that hat-trick, I think. Puts the cross, headed away. Still, the highlight's not done. Visic. Ball to Hackett. Saved. Ismaili! Kevin Ismaili's 3rd goal of the season. Hackett with the assist. I'm not sure if it should count as an assist, to be fair, but it's 3-0. We're looking comfortable. Let's bring on some of the new boys. Right, so who have we got? Let's share, I think, as defender, right? Centre back. Dehan, defensive midfielder. Yeah, and Marshall is a striker. Right, let's bring on Dehan for Visic. He probably isn't brilliant in that area. Ball winning midfielder, perfect. Do that job, mate. Jeroen de Haan, Dutch midfielder. You're really young, only 19. Bring him on. Playing his debut for the club. We'll see how far this goes, and then we might... Augusto seems to be playing okay, to be fair. I might bring on Marshall and Letchet, but I might leave it with Letchet because I don't like subbing defenders, really. Perez, maybe? Put Perez on for Hackett or Ismaili. Might put Perez on for Hackett, actually. Make a sub now. I'm going to take off Augusto. Augusto's doing perfectly fine. I have no complaints about him. I'm going to put on Helmut Marshall. What can he do? Oh, he's deep line forward as well, is he? He can do either, so I'll keep him in support. And yeah, I might bring on Perez, I reckon. Perez for Hackett. I'll leave it to the 80th. Hackett should have had a bloody hat-trick though, shouldn't he? 2 goals and assists for him though. Ismaili a goal and an assist. Yeah, we'll do it now. We'll bring on Perez now. For Hackett. What does he want to do? Inside forward, I imagine. Yeah, there we go. Go on then. Have a run at the goal, mate. Have the run at the goal. It's been a steady performance. Obviously, I wasn't expecting too much, but I was expecting a win. If I'd have played a full strength team, I would have expected to absolutely batter them. But 3-0 is quite nice considering I'm playing a second string team with a few young guys in there. It's gone forward. Well played, Harewood, but it's gone back to Blackpool. They're having a bit of possession with it now. Well played, Kennedy. He's world class. There's no way he should be beaten, really. Here's Wes. Go on, boy. Harewood. Nice ball there for Ismaili. He's done well. Go on, Ismaili. Here he goes. Kevin Ismaili. Oh, what happened there? I think it might have... I think they would have worked 3 times. Blimey. I would have dropped that back, to be fair. Marshall was in support. It's gone long, but it's Prosperi got the first touch, but Blackpool have come away with it. They've gone on the back there. It's Laurie. Chance for Blackpool. What a save by Wes. Great goalkeeping, but it should be 3-1. Blackpool should have pulled one back. Not great defending there, but we've got away with it. They only shot on target as well. Their keeper's at a 7.9. To be fair, he's played well. Obviously, he saved 2 penalties. That's a pretty good record. Looks like it's going to be ending here. Not much else is going to happen. One more highlight, maybe? No, I'll do. That you do, lads. 3-0 against Blackpool. Standard in it, really. Didn't expect too much. Nothing needs really adjusting, but I will term it as a good win. Obviously, a lot of them second string players. Came away, did a professional job. Didn't take them for granted. Went away 3-0. 2 from Hackett, 1 for Ismaili. Fine. Not much to talk about there. We're through to the next round. Obviously, we lost at a 3rd round last year, having won the FA Cup the year before. I'll praise Hackett, even though he missed 2 penalties. Yeah, you were superb in front of goal, apart from those 2 penalties. There you go, lads. That's today's episode done. A standard, a decent episode. 3 wins. No goals conceded. 2 tight 1-0 away wins in the league, but they all count. I'm delighted to come away with 3 Premier League wins there after I was thinking, oh, that Fulham draw could cost us. But we've got 3 consecutive Premier League away wins. Not conceded a goal in any of them. That 2-0 win against Spurs is absolutely brilliant. Such a great result. And obviously now we're 7 points clear. So we've come away with through those away games. Actually been further ahead than we were at the time. I think we were 3 points going into those away games, and we're now 7 points clear. Absolutely brilliant. Next episode. So, how do I do? I think I might go 2 games next episode. Those 2 home games there, Brighton and Reading. We'll do that. Oh, some so huge games coming up. We'll think about next. It's going to be 2 or 3 games, that's for sure. But I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It's not been the most entertaining, but it's been just when we won the league a couple of years ago. the amount of 1-0 wins that we were getting was ridiculous. And I thought it was a cause for concern, but then I realised that we weren't playing well necessarily, but getting the results. And obviously, it's a results-driven thing. That's what you want to get. I like the performances to be better, because then when the results aren't happening, you know that it's going to clip because of the performance. But never mind. We're there. We're winning. Top of league, lads. We're looking okay. 7 points clear. Plenty of time to go, though. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, then.